Hello everyone. Welcome back with me Miss Amruta and you're watching Guru's Academy. So today we will be starting with the last topic, that is the biosphere of a lesson, the earth and its living world. For those who have missed out my previous videos, can click on the I button which is on right hand side, which will take you to the all my videos. So now let's see what is given in the lesson. Can you tell? Make as long as list as you can all of the living things you see in the lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere. Yes students, we have previously just studied what all things can we see in lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere. So you all just have to make the list of all the living things which you all find here. There are innumerable kinds of living things on earth. Yes, innumerable means what? N numbers of, that is numbers which we cannot count. So there are numbers, innumerable kinds of living things on earth. The various regions of earth differ in many ways. Yes, we have seen the different kinds of region at the starting of the lesson. So there are various regions of earth which differ in many ways. Some regions are always covered with ice while others have hot climate. Yes, there are some regions which are always covered with ice. Those are found in polar regions like Antarctica, and they regions also did have, they're always covered with the hot climate. The hot climate we can find always in Africa. So there are also mountains in some places and plains in others. Yes, we have seen it at the starting of the lesson. There was a picture given where we can see some places are having mountains while some places are having plains. And some places have lot of rainfall while others have dry deserts. Yes, you all must have heard there are some places where there are continuously rainfall is given, like Cherrapunji in Meghalaya in India. There is lots of heavy of rainfall which happens in Cherrapunji, while others are dry desert, like Rajasthan. We cannot see land over there, hardly we can see, but it is a dry desert. There are salty seas and oceans and also freshwater lakes. Yes, we know that seas and oceans are, they are salty, but we can also find freshwater lakes. The ocean is shallow near the coast, but away from the coastline the ocean can be several kilometers deep. Yes, oceans are very deep inside, but near the coastline we can find the land. But as and when we go deeper and deeper, we go inside the ocean, it goes several kilometers deep inside. We see a great variety in living things that inhabit these different regions. Yes, if there are the different regions, what we can see? Living things that inhabit, that is, they are living there, they are surviving in these different regions. The animals, the trees, different kinds of plants, they are the living things which live in these different regions. So let's see what are those. The polar bear is seen only in snowbound polar regions. Yes. Can you all see polar bear in some other places? Or have you all heard that polar bear in our India? No. Why? Because they can stay only in snowbound region, that is the polar region, and hence they are called as polar bear. Then we have zebras which are found in Africa, and kangaroos are found only in Australia. Why are such? Because they can live in those regions only, and these animals are not found in any other region. Yes, I've just told you all. These type of animals, they can live only according to those regions. And we have seen that some regions are hot, some regions are cold, some regions have lots of water while some regions don't have water. Then elephants and lions are found in regions of hot climate. Yes, they can survive in hot climates. Elephants can't live in snowbound polar regions because it's very cold. So elephants can survive in hot climates, and so as lions. And plants in all these different regions also show a great variety. Yes, as we have different kinds of animals which can survive in these different regions, similarly, there are also plants. Plants are also living things, isn't it? As we have seen that only humans are not living things, plants, animal, birds. So in plants also there are different types of plants. So plants, they also show, they also in all different region, they also show a great variety, and this variety is characteristics of those different regions. Yes, characteristics of those different regions. As we have seen, there are different regions. So those shows the different characteristics of those regions. Then many different kinds of plants, animals and microorganisms are found everywhere on the earth. Yes, we have seen that these different kinds of plant, animals and microorganisms, they can survive everywhere on the earth. That is land, in water and in air. Yes, we have seen that not only human beings stay on the earth, but there are animals staying on land, in water and in air. And we know what is the land? Land is the lithosphere. Water is the hydrosphere and air is the atmosphere. The living things exist in lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere. They also interact with these spheres. Yes, and this living world constitutes the biosphere. So you all must have understood what is biosphere. Biosphere is what? The living world that constitutes the biosphere. Wherever lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere, these are the sphere where living things exist, and this is called the biosphere. See, we are having a different kinds of plants given. You all can see this is, there are different kinds of trees. This is some bush, this is the trees, and yes, see, this is the cactus. This is also some different kind of plant. This is the banyan tree, this is the Christmas tree. So can we see Christmas tree in all regions? No. Now let's see what we are supposed to always remember. All plants and microorganisms are dependent on one another. Yes, you all should remember, students, that they can't just survive on their self. They are dependent on one another. They are also dependent on the sphere of earth. Biosphere is where they take birth, live and die. I have told you all, and we have learned biosphere is what? Biosphere is what? Lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere where living things survive. Now let's see what have we learned in this lesson. The earth's crust and a small hard portion of layer under is called the lithosphere. Yes, lithosphere is the land and it is the earth's crust, and small hard portion of the layer under is called the lithosphere. About 1/3 of the earth's surface is occupied by the land, while about 2/3 is occupied by the water. Yes, you may get this question in objective. So you all should remember 1/3 is the land and 2/3 is covered with the water. Surface water, ice on the land, groundwater and water vapor present in the air together forms the hydrosphere. Yes, lithosphere consists of ground and hydrosphere consists of water. So surface water, ice on land, groundwater and water vapor in the air together forms hydrosphere. What is atmosphere? We have learned it. The envelope of the air around the earth is called the atmosphere. Yes, covering of the air around the earth is called the atmosphere. The water cycle on the earth goes on continuously. Yes, we have seen what is water cycle also. What is water cycle? Evaporation, condensation, which is the process going on continuously. That is the water cycle. Good. The ozone gas in the stratosphere absorbs the harmful ultraviolet rays coming from the sun and protects the living things from them. Yes, we have seen that we are having ozone gas layer below the stratosphere and above the troposphere. What does it do? It absorbs all the harmful ultraviolet rays which are coming from sun, and it protects us from them. Then living things occupy part of lithosphere, hydrosphere as well as atmosphere. Yes, all the living things which are living on earth, they occupy parts, that is they live on lithosphere, that is land, hydrosphere is the water, as well as atmosphere in the air. Living things and all parts they occupy together are called biosphere. Yes, you can get the question, what is biosphere? What would be the answer? Living things and all the parts they occupy are together called the biosphere. Hope all of you all have understood my lesson. If you all have any kind of doubt, do comment me. Thank you.